I have good news, and then bad news, and then news that's just gonna piss you off, and then an action for you to take. Now, the good news is that last night the House voted pretty overwhelmingly to pass a new enhanced child tax credit in exchange for some key tax breaks for businesses. Now, while this tax credit expansion is not quite as good as the one we did under Democrats when we had full control, it's still pretty good, and here's why. A lot of the poorest families in the country actually can't claim the credit right now because they don't owe any income tax. This new expansion would change that, and it would allow some of them at least to access that badly needed relief. Estimates are that this credit, if passed, would lift about 400,000 to 500,000 children out of poverty. That's a lot of kids, and it passed in the House. Does that mean we should be celebrating? Not yet. Because according to Punchbowl, this bill very well may be blocked now in the Senate. And it's the why that's really going to show you who Republicans are and make you very angry. And there are actually a couple of reasons for this. The first one is it is going to hit a log jam in the Senate simply because Congress is so behind on everything it's supposed to be doing. This, of course, is because of Republican House dysfunction. So not only is the Senate taking an enormous amount of time to craft an immigration bill right now that Mike Johnson has already said he's going to kill in the House simply because Donald Trump doesn't want them to give Democrats that win, but also we have a new government shutdown deadline in March, on March 1st. So Congress has 1 month to pass 12 appropriations bills, and the Senate has to work on all of those as well. Again, thank you, House Republicans, for pushing this deadline up to here. But there's more. There's also an FAA reauthorization bill due on March 8th. But most importantly, if the House votes to impeach Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, which they almost definitely will, even though everybody knows that it's a joke, it's politically motivated, and totally without grounds, the Senate will need to hold an impeachment trial immediately because impeachment has the highest privilege in the Senate. So even though that will not pass because Democrats have the majority in the Senate, they are going to eat up valuable time they could have been using to pass a tax cut to give poor children food to perform political theater because they've got no other way to win elections because they can't govern. But wait, there's an even more infuriating reason that this bill could very well not pass. Because Republican senators, this time Chuck Grassley and others like him, don't want to make Biden look good. And this, in turn, goes back to the only thing Republicans care about: tax cuts for rich people. Grassley was just quoted as saying, "Passing a tax bill that makes the president look good means he could be reelected, and then we won't extend the 2017 tax cuts for corporations and billionaires." In other words, and please never forget this, if the choice is between hungry children and more money for Elon Musk, Republicans are going to choose Elon Musk every time. Unless, of course, we make enough noise. So if you have a Republican senator, please call them now and remind them what their priorities are supposed to be. And it's not guys like this.